What's up, YouTube? Today I got this 2010 Chevrolet Tahoe two-wheel drive. Today I'm going to be doing the rear brakes, rotors, and calipers. This left side's sticking. The pads are almost to the metal, especially on the inner pad. It's hitting the warning indicator. The other side still had about 6 millimeters on it. But of course you do both sides when you do calipers. You always recommend them in pairs. The car's got almost 200,000 miles on it. Anyways, if y'all haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel so I can continue to make videos like this to make your life easier. I got the parts already. Let's do this. Now, because we're changing the calipers, it's going to be a little different than just doing the brakes. The process, the way we're doing this. On the back side of this caliper, you have two 18mm bracket bolts. And you're going to need a long breaker bar because these bolts are really tight. And just pull. Same with the top bolt. Get on there and just pull. Okay, once you get them broken loose, first I'm going to clamp off this brake hose. Actually, if you do clamp off these hoses, do not use anything metal. These are plastic. They won't damage the hose. I've never damaged the hose using those. This is just the way I do it. I make these videos. Y'all can choose the way you want to do it. This is how I do it. So if you damage anything, it's not my fault. Just lay that out of your way. That way, while we're doing this, we don't lose all our brake fluid and get a lot more air in the system, because you're gonna get air in the system when you change the calipers anyways. But if you let all the brake fluid run low, you'll get air in the whole system. We don't want that to happen. Now we're going to take my 18 on my electric ratchet. So speeds up the process. You got just a ratchet, hand ratchet at home. It is what it is. But you're going to have the breaker bar. These bolts are tight, and you need to make sure they're tight when you put it back together. Because I've seen these calipers come loose when people don't tighten them right. And it'll hit the wheel, crack the rim, the customer will have no brake pedal, and it's holy shit mode for everybody. The driver and people driving past them will be endangered as well. Just going to set that over there because there's a core on that. Got a new caliper right here. It's all our hardware and stuff. Yes, sir. Alright, just put it on my hook. Alright, now that we got the caliper out of the way, we can wiggle our rotor off. The reason why we're changing those rotors is because it's warped. And they have almost 200,000 miles on them. You don't have to do the rotors if you don't want to. But grooved rotors or worn rotors can cause the brake pads to wear kind of funny and prematurely. So at my shop, we do it the right way. We always give the customer the option how they want to do it. We just let them know things that can go wrong if you don't do it the right way. As long as they're in agreement with it, we do it any way you want to do it. In this case, I had to have at least one caliper. It's suggested that you do them in pairs. Again, you could have just done the one that's sticking for now. But if one went bad, the other one's right behind it. Especially with that many miles on it. The original caliper. Now I'm going to take a 17. Most of the time these are 13mm. But today they're not, because I'm doing a video. But I was ready for it. I already had a 17 in my little magnetic tray there from a previous job I did. Because I already did the other side. It was a 13, go figure, right? So every time I do a video, somebody tries to throw a wrench in it, slow me down. Y'all know I like to work fast. Do these videos as fast as possible so you these customers can get back on the road, and you can get back on the road as well. It's starting to get hotter out. Went and bought me a few fans. Got me 2 of those yellow ones right there. Big fans right here. Not this summer. Not going to be hot this summer. It's still going to be hot, but having shop fans does help a lot. Just run them down. We ain't going to tighten them with this because I don't want to break my ratchet. Grab that brake bar again. There's no reversing because it's one way. And just snug them real tight. Now, if you want to use a little bit of Loctite on them, you can. They do at the factory when they put them together. Now, the squeaker normally goes on the inside. So we're going to put it on the inside. Sometimes the pads will be a little different. Like, notice this has rivets on the outside, this don't. So, anyways, if you don't know, the squeaker always goes on the inside. Alright, grab our new caliper here. Now, normally they'll have stamps on them. See how this says L right there for left? But if you don't know, the bleeder screw should be facing higher up, not down below, because the other side will be down here on the bottom. And you won't get all the air out if you put it on the wrong side. It'll bolt up. You just won't get all the air out. That's weird. It's acting like the piston's pushed out some. Try this again. Alright. Now we're going to grab our 17 millimeter, that should be 13 millimeter bolts. Start them by hand. Grab our 17. Alright, since your slide's spinning, which you want it to, because if it don't spin, it's seized up. I'm going to put these little vice grips to keep that from spinning. Alright, well, I can get that nice and tight. There we go. Now we're going to grab our little brake line right here. Grab my 11 here. Push out on that. We want to change that if we can. Get that washer stuck on there. I got an idea. Man, the other side went smooth as silk. I tell you, the automotive demons. Always trying to throw a wrench in my videos. It'll happen, maybe to a rookie. Grab that little washer right there. See if we can get on that washer. Yeah. You met a veteran, buddy. I ain't no rookie. Put your new washer on first. Now on the back side, grab you another washer. few turns. Make sure this is facing up, that little notch sticking out. It locks into that little groove right there. Tighten that real good so it crushes those washers and they seal up. Take your little clamps off. Alright, now we're going to grab a 10, which it should be. Bleeder screw here. Loosen her up. Just wait for it to start to gravity bleed. And you know, if you've watched my videos, previous videos on when I'm bleeding brakes, when I'm changing calipers or whatever, you just let it drip a few drips, and then you want to lower the car down or whatever. If you're on the ground, get in the car, pump the pedal up till it feels somewhat okay, because it's not going to feel perfect because it's still going to have air in it, just to get the pads to seat, and then the rest of that air will work its way up. And just open the bleeder screw and let it drip for another minute or two, and then all your air should be bled out. Now this works on most of your calipers. Now the only time I have problems, or the only time I have problems with that not working, is usually on like your e-brake style, like the actuated calipers spin out. For some reason I always got to get an assistant to help me bleed those, but this works on most of your regular calipers. You don't need an assistant in most cases. Okay, now that that's dripping on the ground right there, just gonna snug it up, and I'm not gonna do this on video because I got to move on. I got other things to do. So, but I told you how to do it. And if it does feel funny or whatever, then get you an assistant. Just pump the pedal up a few times, have them open it, you know, do that till you don't see no more air bubbles come out. But I promise you, if you do it this way, the way I said, it always works for me, except for on those actuated calipers, fellas. Anyways, I hope you like this video. I hope it's been informative. Y'all please subscribe, check like down below. Y'all have a good day. Peace out, YouTube.